a good morning. We say hello and how do you do to all our friends and our teachers too. Good morning, good morning. It's a good morning. Good morning, my beautiful grade R's. I hope you are keeping nice and warm this morning, and I hope you are ready for another exciting week of learning. This week we are going to be discussing one of my absolute favorite themes, but before we do that, we are going to be doing our counting, our colors, and all of that. Are you ready? So, before we do that, let's start by counting to 100. Guys, don't forget to say those numbers nice and clearly and to do all the actions to wake up your muscles. Are you ready? Let's go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100! Very good, grade R. Are you ready to count in twos? Let's go. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Excellent. Now let's count in tens. So what are we going to have when we count in tens? We are going to have our tea party. So get your tea ready. And I think it's such a good morning to have tea because it's nice and cold. Are you ready? Let's go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Very good, and I hope you said those numbers nice and clearly. Now, we are going to do our rocket ship. I'm going to stand on the table. Are you going to stand on the table? No. Okay, ready? So let me just move all my things here. And get ready. Remember, when you do your rocket ship, you got to stand nice and strong. And up I get, whoopsie, and let's go in our rocket ship. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, blast off! Okay, I think now we are awake and we are a little bit warmer, so we can get started on our colors. Okay, grade R. So, once again, we know that even though I show you certain colors, these are not the only shades of those colors. So if I show you Blue, remember there are different shades of blue. There's dark blue, light blue, even some lighter blues aren't exactly the same shade. Maybe one's still a bit lighter. Okay, so I just want you to keep that in mind even when I show you these colors. Are you ready? Let's go. What color is this? Green. And silver. Black, just like Teacher Jamie's jacket. Red. Yellow. Brown. Orange. Pink. Gold, grey, blue, purple. Okay, now that we have done our colors, we can move on to our shapes. So, first we are going to be discussing 2D shapes, two-dimensional shapes. This is our star, our heart, diamond, triangle. And remember we said that tri means 3. So we know that a triangle must have 3 points or 3 corners. Oval. Can you find anything in your house or maybe in your fridge or in your pantry that's an oval shape? Circle. Rectangle. And we know that a rectangle has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. A rectangle is different to a square because it has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. Our square. We know that a square has 4 sides and all 4 sides are exactly the same in length. A crescent, a cross, and last but not least, our plus. Okay guys, so those are our 2D shapes, our two-dimensional shapes. Now we are going to be talking about 3D shapes, three-dimensional shapes. So, our first 3D shape is our cylinder. Now remember guys, not all cylinders are going to be exactly the same size. Maybe some of them will be a little bit shorter, a little bit wider, but can you see the shape is a cylinder? So this is a cylinder. This is our threading tool. Do you remember? This is a cylinder. Now it's not as long as this, but it is still a cylinder. This is our cube. So, do you remember Teacher Jamy showed you the dice that she made? Those were a cube shape. This is our sphere. Once again, not all spheres are exactly the same size. So we get tennis balls, which is a smaller sphere. We get basketballs, which is a bigger sphere. So once again, not all of them are exactly the same in size, but the shape is the same. This is our pyramid. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that is a pyramid shape, but this is a pyramid. So you can ask mom or dad to maybe show you the pyramids in Egypt, or you can find something in your house that is the shape of a pyramid. Do you know what shape this is? Oh, this is too small for me. If we can just wear it like that. Do you know what shape this is? This is a cone. And if it was this way, it could be a ice cream cone. Or maybe if you play soccer or another sport, you see those big orange cones that they use for the markers. Those are also in the shape of a cone. Okay, guys, so those are our 3D shapes. So, yesterday, did we have school or an online class? No. Why? Because yesterday was Sunday, which means today is Monday. And do you know what sound Monday starts with? Monday starts with the sound. Do you remember how many days are in a week, Radar? There are 7 days in a week. Should we sing our days of the week song? Let's give it a go. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What day is it today? What day is it today? Today is Monday. Today is Monday, and that's the day today. Okay, clever kids, so today is Monday. Very good. Now we are going to be discussing our months of the year. And remember I asked you, do you know what month of the year your birthday's in? Do you know which month Valentine's Day is in? Do you know which month Christmas is in? Okay, so I want you to discuss the different months of the years with moms and dads, and maybe what special anniversaries or what special occasions happen in the different months. But do you remember how many months there are in a year? There are 12 months in the year. Can we say them? Let's give them a try. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Good stuff, guys. And last but not least, can we do our seasons? Do you know which season we're currently in? Do you remember? We are in winter. So this is the coldest season of the year. Okay. Guys, so we know that there are 4 seasons in a year. And how long does each season last? Each season lasts for 3 months. Okay, let's sing our season song. There are 4 seasons, there are 4 seasons, there are 4 seasons in a year. Summer, autumn, winter, spring. Summer, autumn, winter, spring. And we know once again that we are currently in winter. So you're most likely wearing a jersey or boots or a scarf or something to help keep you nice and warm. Awesome, guys. Now we can get started on our theme. So this week I am pumped because we are going to be discussing one of my favorite themes, and I think you guys are going to love it just as much. This week we are going to be discussing dinosaurs as well as other extinct animals. So before we go on to the dinosaurs, we're quickly going to discuss an extinct animal and what that is. So an extinct animal is something that no longer exists. So extinct means it no longer exists. So have you ever seen a pterodactyl flying in the sky? Just so you know, this is a pterodactyl. But have you ever seen one flying in the sky? No. Have you ever seen a dinosaur anywhere? No. Guys, that is because dinosaurs are extinct, which means they no longer exist. So, guys, just touching on extinct animals, I just want to touch on endangered animals. So an animal that is endangered, it means that they are still around, but there are very, very few of them, which means if we don't look after and nurture and protect those animals, they will become extinct. So the rhinos, guys, the rhinos are being hunted, unfortunately, and poached for their horns. What on earth a human is going to do with the rhino horn, I don't know. Elephants, they are being hunted and poached for their tusks. Once again, the only creature in the world who needs an elephant tusk is an elephant. Okay, so guys, rhinos, elephants, all of those beautiful animals, they are endangered. Why? Because humans, for some bizarre reason, want their skin, want their tusks, want their horns. Okay, so if we don't look after and protect those animals, they too will become extinct. Okay, so we are now going to be talking about dinosaurs, which are already extinct. Okay, so dinosaurs roamed the earth over 200 million years ago. So that was a really, really, really long time ago. It is believed that they became extinct because of changes in the climates that they couldn't adapt to. So guys, remember I spoke about going green and all of those things. So what happened is the climate, so the air changes, the weather changes, all of those things couldn't change, all of those things changed, and the dinosaurs couldn't adapt to it. And that is why scientists possibly say, and that is why they became extinct. Birds are the closest relative to a dinosaur that we have. So, birds and crocodiles and alligators and turtles and tortoises, they are from the same family as dinosaurs. Are they dinosaurs? No, but they are from the same family. Okay, as well as lizards and other reptiles. Okay, so basically dinosaurs are reptiles, which means they are cold-blooded. Okay, so let's talk about that first. The dinosaurs, guys, were cold-blooded, okay? They laid eggs. So, dinosaurs were cold-blooded, like modern reptiles. So, once again, dinosaurs are from the reptile family, okay? Dinosaurs laid eggs just like other reptiles. And can you see over here this dinosaur? Dinosaurs hatched from eggs. So, the dinosaurs didn't come out of their mommy's tummy. The dinosaur mommy laid eggs and the dinosaurs hatched from those eggs. The same as birds and snakes and all of those things. Did you know, guys, that some dinosaurs used to go, so the mommy dinosaur would lay her eggs and then other dinosaurs would go and try and steal those mommy's eggs so they could eat them? Isn't that crazy? That's what some dinosaurs used to do. The word dinosaur means terrifying lizard. Dinosaurs are classified as reptiles. Okay guys, so these are some of the different types of dinosaurs which we will be discussing, but another thing I want to discuss with you quickly is a fossil. This is a dinosaur fossil. So how scientists know that dinosaurs exist is what happened is they went to where they thought dinosaurs lived, and they dug up all the sand in the ground. And you can see under here, let me take my laptop closer for you to see. So there we go. Under the ground, they found all these dinosaur bones. And that is how they knew all the different types of dinosaurs and how big they were and all of those kinds of things. Sorry, I'll just get my laptop up. Some dinosaurs used to defend themselves, striking back with their tails, their horns, their teeth, or their claws. Other dinosaurs relied on camouflage or body armor for their protection. So, grade R, dinosaurs were obviously wild animals. Did people have them as pets? No. That's like you having a hippo for a pet or a lion for a pet. They were not pets. They were wild animals, okay? So, just like wild animals today, they had to protect themselves in their environment. So, once again, some of them used to use their teeth, some of them their claws, absolutely all the things that we mentioned over here, and some of them used body armor. So grade R, they did not go to the shops to buy a shield to protect themselves. These dinosaurs, as you can see, they have big horns. They have, you can see over here that the Triceratops, let me bring my computer closer, the Triceratops has like a shield almost around his head. So what happened is if other dinosaurs used to try and hunt him and go for the neck, he luckily had that body armor or that shield to protect him. Okay, sorry, now just to adjust again, there we go. So they used that for protection. And guys, some dinosaurs used camouflage. So camouflage is when their color changes to blend into the environment so that they become difficult to see or difficult to get hunted, all right, by other dinosaurs. Some dinosaurs were carnivores. So what do carnivores eat, grade R? Carnivores eat meat. Okay, so some dinosaurs were carnivores or meat eaters, and some were herbivores. So herbivores eat plants. So this is how I like to remember it. A herb is a plant. So herbivores eat plants. All right. Well, some eat plants. Other dinosaurs were omnivores. So let me teach you my way of remembering it. They ate everything. An omnivore is hungry all the time, which means they eat everything. So they eat plants and meat. Okay. Some walked on two legs. So some dinosaurs walked on two legs. So I don't know if you've seen the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the T-Rex. He walked on two legs. Others walked on four legs. So the Triceratops over here, he walks on four legs. Some had horns and spikes. Others had thick, bumpy skin. And some even had feathers. Isn't that crazy? So guys, just because they're all dinosaurs, it doesn't mean that they all looked exactly the same or had exactly the same things. Okay, cool. Some dinosaurs ate lizards, turtles, eggs, or mammals. So mammals is a warm-blooded creature. So us humans, we are warm-blooded. So we are mammals. Some hunted other dinosaurs or scavenged dead animals. Most dinosaurs, however, ate plants. Guys, did you know that even though the dinosaurs that are herbivores or omnivores, so remember they also eat plants, they ate plants, but you know they didn't actually eat grass. Isn't that interesting? So now we're going to be discussing some of the different types of dinosaurs. So this is a pterodactyl. So once again, I'm going to move my laptop for you. That is a pterodactyl. And can you see it has wings? Guys, the pterodactyl could fly. So what used to happen, is the pterodactyl used to fly over and over. And then he would see food and he would stalk it, so he would watch it. And then once he knew it was a good time to go, he would swoop down and he would catch the food. And then he would eat it. And he would hold it between his claws while he would fly. And then he would take it back to his nest or wherever he ate it. And then he would eat it there. Isn't that interesting? So, while most dinosaurs lived on land, some lived in water, and others could even fly, like the pterodactyl. Okay, this, guys, is the Triceratops. So remember we spoke about the Triceratops and we said that it has body armor. So this Triceratops has big horns and he has this big neck shield over here. And guys, even though he looks scary, did you know that the Triceratops is actually a herbivore? Okay, so what do herbivores eat? Plants. Good. So this Triceratops was a herbivore. This is a Stegosaurus. Once again, the Stegosaurus, he is also a herbivore. But look how scary he looks with his big spikes on his back and his big strong tail. But that was to protect himself against the other dinosaurs. This is a Brontosaurus. This is one of my favorite dinosaurs. Can you see the Brontosaurus? He has a big, long neck. Let me move my laptop. He looks a little bit like a giraffe with his big, long neck. Okay, so he had a big, long neck so that he could reach all the high trees. Okay, that, guys, is a Brontosaurus. Do you know what dinosaur this is? This is a velociraptor. He also walked on two legs and he was a carnivore. Guys, these dinosaurs, the velociraptors, they are super fast. So they don't run for a long time. They're just quick. So they smash out these little sprints and they're super, super fast and they catch their prey and then they eat it. Okay? They normally hunt in packs. So they do hunt by themselves sometimes, but normally there's 2 or 3 or there's a couple of them. And once again, they would stalk their prey and then they gang up on it and then they would capture it. All right. This is a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And for short, we call it the T-Rex. He was almost like the king of the dinosaurs. He was big. He was really, really big. And once again, he walked on 2 legs. And then he had these small little upper hands that he could carry things with, like his prey or whatever he was carrying. Okay, this is a Spinosaurus. So can you see his body armor? Look how big and strong his spine looks. He is a carnivore. So he liked to eat meat. Okay. This dinosaur is a Parasaurolophus. Oops, sorry guys. Is a Parasaurolophus. Don't you think he looks so cute? And once again, he used his body armor and his camouflage to help and protect him from other dinosaurs. Okay guys, so once again, I hope you enjoyed this theme as much as I did, and we will be back for another discussion about our dinosaurs. But for now, guys, I want you to discuss with Mom and Dad the difference between extinct animals and endangered animals, and what animals are extinct and which are endangered. Okay? And I want you to decide with Mom and Dad which dinosaur is your favorite and why. Is it because of their awesome body armor? Is it because of what they eat? Is it because they can fly? Is it because they're really big? So I've got quite a few favorites, but I want you to discuss with Mom and Dad which ones you like and why. Happy Monday, graders! So, we know that today is Monday. So yesterday would have been Sunday, and today is Monday, so tomorrow will be Tuesday. But now let's bring it back to Monday. On Monday, we know that we focus on literacy and reading. So, if you open your little booklet, so this is Teacher Jamie's little booklet, and you are going to open to today's worksheet, which is this one. And this worksheet says, can you name this item? So you can see that there are 2 different pictures and there are 2 words. These 2 words are the names of each item. So last week we focused on rainbow reading. Do you remember? And you could use your car or absolutely anything you wanted to practice your rainbow reading. So Today, so I'm going to put this down. I'm going to use a separate, I'm going to use my little whiteboard for this because I don't want to give you the answers because you're so clever and you can do it all by yourself. So, I have written a word on my whiteboard. And remember, when we read from left to right. Dog, 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 dog. Okay, so I know I've identified the letters, I sounded it out until I was reading the word. Okay, so what you are going to do is you are going to match the correct word to the correct object. So we know that this is a pan and this is a fan. So you are going to see which word is which and you are going to write the name of the object underneath on the line provided. Okay? Guys, please don't forget when you are writing to hold your koki properly. So don't forget your tripod grip. Hold with your thumb, your forefinger, the rest of your fingers are hugging to support you and you've got a little gap so you have control of your koki. Alright, so don't forget your tripod grip and you are going to write using the correct letter formation. Okay, so once again, don't forget to read and sound out your letters. And guys, you have to keep practicing your letters every single day. So when we do start doing harder words, you are able to read those too. But I know you guys are brilliant and so clever and you're practicing and working super hard for me and of course moms and dads. Have fun! Good morning, my babies. So, grade on. This week we are going to be doing a fun little extension. So, what you are going to need for this activity is you are just going to need some wall space, possibly some press stick, your visual aids, or you could even take your own pieces of paper and you could write out your letters and your numbers. So, like I said, you're going to need a ball, your letters and your numbers, some wall space, and possibly a little bit of press stick to stick them up. So I've just used my whiteboard over here, and you can see that I have mixed up some of the letters and the numbers. So you can start off like this, so you can mix up the letters and the numbers, I don't mind. However, if that is a little bit difficult, it's fine. All you're going to do first is you're going to start with your letters, then you can do just your numbers, then once you're comfortable, you can mix them both up. So what's going to happen is you are going to stand with your ball, you're going to stick up all your letters and numbers, or letters or numbers, it's up to you, and mom and dad are going to sit and they are going to call out. So for instance, I'm going to stand, I'm going to face my work, and mom is going to say 2. So I'm going to take my ball and I'm going to throw it at my number 2. I then need to pick up my ball. And mom or dad or brother or sister, someone is going to shout, "Ah!" And I then need to throw my ball at the "ah." Ka. 5. Okay, after you have done part 1, you can move on to a further extension. So what's going to happen is you are going to stand and mom and dad are going to set a timer for 30 seconds, okay? And in those 30 seconds, you are going to call out your own letters or numbers. So now you're going to call them out yourself. But 1, 4, and you are going to see how many letters and numbers you can hit within that 30 seconds. I hope you have fun and enjoy this game. Good morning, moms and dads. So just a reminder, if you go to your booklet that was provided this month and you open it up onto the extensions part at the closer to the back of the booklet, please do not forget to do these extensions with your little ones. I'm not going to tell you which ones to do. You know, you can go through it and you will just do an activity that will help your child, reinforce the activity that has been done for that day. I promise you they are super beneficial. So please, please, please don't forget to do these awesome extensions with your kids. Thank you.
They used to walk, they used to swim, they used to fly with a toothy grin. Some ate plants and some ate meat. Some walked around on just 2 feet. Or the dinosaurs, big as trees. Dinosaurs, brains like peas, jaws and claws and teeth and bone that used to growl and groan and moan. Some had feathers, some had scales, spikes and clubs and whip-like tails. They fought like dragons, the earth sure shook. The volcano sizzled and the lava cooked. Oh, the dinosaurs, big as trees. The dinosaurs, brains like peas, jaws and claws and teeth and bone that used to growl and groan and moan. Tyrannosaurus Rex was a terrible king. The Stegosaurus tail could really swing. Brachiosaurus liked to stomp. Trachodon would chew and chomp. Oh, the dinosaurs, big as trees. The dinosaurs, brains like peas, jaws and claws and teeth and bone that used to growl and groan and moan. They roamed the earth 100 million years without worries, cares, or fears. Then one day they hit the soil. Now they're fossils, gas and oil. Oh, the dinosaurs, the big as trees. The dinosaurs, brains like peas, jaws and claws and teeth and bone used to growl and groan and moan. Oh, the dinosaurs, big as trees. The dinosaurs, brains like peas, jaws and claws and teeth and bone that used to growl and groan and moan.
Good morning, my babies. So, are you ready for another day of work? So, yesterday was Monday, which means today is Tuesday. So tomorrow will be Wednesday, you clever chickens. So, because today is Tuesday, we will be focusing on numeracy. This week, we are focusing on the number 14. So, as always, you are going to write your name using the correct formation on the top left of the page. Alright, moms and dads over here, what we are looking for is, can your child identify the number correctly, and are they able to correctly form the number? Alright, so before they get started on the worksheet, once again they are going to need the shaving cream, meal or flour, whichever one they've been using or which one they want to use, and they are going to form the number 14 in the meal, shaving cream or flour. So when we write the number 14, once again, as always, you start from left to right. When we write the number 14, you start at the top, down, start at the top, down, across, lift your finger, work from the top and down. So that is the number 14. They are then going to correctly form the number in the flour, shaving cream or meal. They are then going to take the Play-Doh, either the one that they've made or the one that Teacher Jamy provided. It's totally up to you. They're going to take that Play-Doh and they are going to roll out 14 balls. So besides obviously this helping your child understand the concrete version, the quantity of number 14, it is also increasing their fine motor skills by rolling out the Play-Doh balls. So please allow them to do that. And once again, they can stick the Play-Doh balls either over here or they can color it in. It is totally up to them. So once they have correctly formed the number in the flour, shaving cream or mealie meal and formed the 14 balls, they can move on to the actual worksheet. So over here, can your child identify the number correctly? Do they understand the quantity of 14? Once again, even when doing the blocks, please allow them to work from left to right, starting from the top, working their way to the bottom, as this just reinforces whenever we work from left to right. It is also practice for reading and writing. So once they have done that, they can move on to the visual part of the worksheet. So once again, starting from left to right, I'm sorry, I know I sound like a stuck record. It is just very important. They are going to work their way through the numbers, circling all the number 14s. Once they are doing that comfortably, they can start tracing their own number 14. So once again, starting with the number 1, work from top to bottom. They can trace their own number 14s. Once again, please ensure they are using the correct grip and finger spacing. Moms and dads, I must just apologize once again. Unfortunately, the font that I use does not have the correct number 4. So please, if you wouldn't mind just tracing the number 4 for your little ones to allow them to trace yours first, and then they can write their own. But thank you, and I hope you have fun, and I know that you are brilliant and you are going to get this. Have fun! So grade R, because you are so brilliant, we are going to be focusing on 2 worksheets on a Tuesday. So the first worksheet will be your number for the week, and the second one is going to be your maths worksheet for the week. So before we get started on our maths worksheet, I just want to revise the signs with you. So, do you remember what sign this is? This is the plus sign. And when we write the plus sign, we start at the top, down, work from left to right. When you see the plus sign, it is asking you to add 2 or more things together. So, we know that when we see the plus sign, they want us to add whatever we have together to give them one bigger thing. Okay. Then we spoke about this sign. Do you remember which sign this is? This is the equal sign. When you see the equal sign, it is asking you to give an answer. Remember, you must ask a question before you can give an answer. Therefore, the answer must only go after the equal sign. So, now that we have revised our signs, we are going to have a look at our worksheet. So, if you open up your booklet to this worksheet, for this you are going to need a Koki, a scissors, and a glue stick. So, the Koki is optional, just if you want to do this the sum before. It's a little bit more practice, and it will just ensure you get the answer correct before you stick it down and it becomes permanent. So, once again, it says, add the items in each row, then cut and paste the correct answer next to it. So, over here, we have got lollipops, or suckers, whichever you prefer to call them. We have got the lollipops. So, we've got 1, and over there we've got 1. So now let's count them together. 1, 2. So if you want to write the answer there with your Koki, that's fine. And then you can go over here. Now, what number are we looking for? We know that the answer is 2. So we're going to look over here. There's the answer, 2. So I'm going to cut on the dotted lines and I'm going to stick the number 2 over there. So you are going to match these answers to the correct sum. Okay. Guys, don't forget, I want to see lots and lots of pictures and I want to see your awesome work that you do. But I hope you have fun and I can't wait to see your pictures. Good morning, my babies, and of course, moms and dads. Once again, this week for gross motor, if you would please look at your learning outcomes and assessment standard booklet that was sent out with your first pack. Once again, I am going to need this back when school starts. It is very important that I do receive it. So please ensure that you are filling it out. You are filling out all the required and necessary information that is needed. This week for gross motor, we are going to be focusing on balance. So if you open up to the gross motor page, so cold, my fingers aren't cooperating. Up to the gross motor page, and you then look under core strength. You will see different activities that require core strength as well as balancing, as the two are aligned. Moms and dads, it is imperative that your little one does practice this, because not only does it help obviously outside and on the playground, but it also assists them when sitting at a table. If a child does not have the correct posture and core strength when sitting at a table, then obviously people will say, oh, they can't sit still, when in actual fact the child's just trying to adjust in order to find a comfortable position. So please do not neglect this part of the weekly work. It does need to be done. And please don't forget to fill out these booklets. Thank you. So, grade R, are you ready for another story? Shall we sing our story song? Let's. So, 1, 2, 3. I can wiggle my fingers, I can wiggle my toes, I can wiggle my ears, I can wiggle my nose. Now there are no more wiggles in me. I can sit still as can be. Can you guys sit still for the story? Let's see. So I'm just going to move this table a little bit closer to try and get rid of the glare. This story is called Trey's Tremendous Tail. Trey, the Diplodocus, had the biggest tail in town. Everywhere that Trey went, his tail went too. It stuck out behind him and was always causing lots of trouble, especially for his friends. One day at the play park, Trey spun around on the roundabout and fell off. His enormous tail knocked his friends flying. Ouch! They cried. Be careful next time, Trey. Trey went to play at the waterhole with his friend Lucy. He bent down to drink some cool water, and his tail shot in the air. Ah! Cried Lucy as she was scooped up by his tail. Put me down, Trey. I'm scared. Shame, can you see Lucy hanging off of Trey's tail? Trey saw his friends playing basketball in the park. Can I play too? Asked Trey. No way. Your tail is too much trouble, his friend said. I can't help that my tail is so big, said Trey sadly. I was born like this. At school the next day, it started to snow. The snow got really deep. Oh no, we can't get home now, said Trey's friends. Suddenly, Trey had an idea. He went inside and swished his tail from side to side. Swish, swoosh went the snow. Look, cried Lucy, Trey has cleared a path for us. We can go home. Everyone cheered. You're a hero, Trey, they cried. At last, Trey's tail was out of trouble. Shame, poor Trey. Everyone was so mean to him because of his tail, and then everybody loved him because of his tail. Okay, guys, so it just goes to show, even if somebody is different or whatever, don't be ugly to them, because one day you might need them, or that very thing that caused you so much trouble might come in handy. I hope you enjoyed that story.